Hi everyone, Coach Lance with OnlineHockeyTraining.com, the Hockey Journey podcast, and Pitlick off-ice stick handling and shooting training. If you know me, I'm a lifelong learner and love to hear people's stories of how they accomplished great things. That's probably why I love producing the Hockey Journey podcast, because in each interview, I get to hear how they did it, not only making it to the higher peaks of the mountain in hockey as a player, but also in the business world. I myself have that story, as I retired from the NHL and started a number of hockey-related businesses. One was a hockey stick skills training aid company called Sniper's Edge Hockey. The first product I ever developed was the Sweet Hand stick handling trainer. So why does this matter? Because back when my wife and I owned the company, we'd get contacted on a semi-regular basis asking if we'd do a product review of whatever they had developed. But once we sold the company back in 2018, those requests went away until recently when I was contacted by a guy named Michael Fitzgerald with HeadsUp I got an email from Mr. Fitzgerald letting me know that he and his team have come out with a new hockey stick handling training aid powered by AI technology, and if I was looking for a guest on the Hockey Journey podcast, that he'd love to have the opportunity to be a guest on the show and explain to the listeners how it works and will benefit players' skill acquisition. I set up the call, he told me the story, came on the Hockey Journey podcast, did the interview, episode number 137 of the Hockey Journey podcast. He was awesome, by the way. Sent me out a unit, and here we are. The product review begins now. The unit comes in this box and contains the stand, magnet, and mirror, 2 pucks, and a roll of white tape. Putting the stand together and attaching the magnet and mirror to your iPad is super easy. They have this sheet of paper that's included in the box with a QR code that you can scan that will take you to their website and video with step-by-step instructions on how to do both setups. Also in the box is a second sheet of paper with another QR code that will walk you through the steps to install the app on your device, calibrate everything, and then it's time to give it a try. From an ease of setup standpoint to when you actually start training, it's maybe 30 minutes at the most, but I'm slow. This product is in its infancy, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of changes in the coming months. But this is what the screen looks like once you log in for the first time. There's 6 different challenges. I'm recovering from shoulder surgery, so I played around with this first pattern using a shorter stick and just my left hand for a few minutes. I was slightly surprised at how focused I was, trying to do good. That was the first thought that I had in my head. I couldn't believe how competitive I all of a sudden got, seeing if the one-armed bandit could get on the leaderboard for one of the challenges. I enjoyed my little time goofing around with the different program offerings, but to me, the proof is in the pudding. How do players react to using this AI-driven product? So I invited a couple players over that live close to me to see what they thought about it and show you how they did. Here we go. What do you think so far?
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah? I mean, we're early, but I think it's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Here's my final assessment of the HeadsUpHockey.ai stick handling training aid. From the perspective of what I teach and the boxes that need to be checked regarding what skills are being developed for me to endorse a product, I have to say that I checked most, if not all of the boxes when evaluating this training device. And here are some of the notables. Besides skating, dribbling is the next skill players spend the most time doing in games and practices, so that box is checked. Does the product capture your attention? Immediately it does. It draws you in, and for me, my focus narrowed as I was concentrating on having a good round and possible score. The next question I ask is, can progress be measured? That box gets checked as well, as once you finish with each drill, the app provides analytics and your ranking. The last and most important skill being developed from my so-called expert point of view is vision training. If you can play the game with your eyes up more than they are down when you have the puck in your stick, you're a hard target to hit, and you enter the school of 1%ers, because most players skate with their eyes down when they have the puck in their stick the majority of the time. I don't know any product on the market today that can say that about their training aid. Well done, HeadsUpHockey.ai. After reviewing the player clips, the only time they ever looked down at the puck once they started on a drill was when they lost it off their stick and had to go retrieve it. The rest of the time, their eyes were glued to the screen using their peripheral or split vision to keep track of where the puck was on the stick. So do I recommend the HeadsUpHockey.ai training aid? An absolute yes. But like anything new, there's heavy use at the start, but then the enthusiasm fades and frequency of use declines until all it is doing is collecting dust. With that being said, I think it would be an awesome complement to, let's say, my online hockey training program, where you could be bouncing back and forth between the two developmental platforms, consistently attacking your skill improvement from a number of different angles, which again is something most players you'll be competing against don't do. Well, that's all I got for you here today. If you're interested in the HeadsUpHockey.ai product, use the coupon code FASTHANDS and get 15% off your purchase. Lastly, thanks for watching. Check out what I have going on at onlinehockeytraining.com, the Hockey Journey podcast, and if you're in Minnesota and want to schedule an in-person lesson, go to sweethockeycoach.com and watch the video on the homepage for instructions. I hope you have a productive day, and I'll see you next time.